In a world where spy comedies are almost as abundant as superhero movies, Netflix's Back in Action feels like an unexpected visit from an old friend. Pleasant, yet slightly awkward. Jamie Foxx and Cameron Diaz return to remind us that movies don't always have to be masterpieces to be enjoyable. However, behind their charisma and professionalism lies a script that never quite dares to be more than formulaic comfort fare for a cozy evening. The film's premise is painfully simple. Former spies who fake their deaths are pulled back into action to protect their family. There's a secret device, villains with cookie-cutter motives, and a checklist of familiar scenes, from street brawls to escaping a burning plane. While these cliches are par for the course, the film tries to compensate with a touch of irony and self-awareness about its derivative nature. What truly holds the plot back from reaching its full potential is the film's inability to maintain a consistent tone. At times, it feels like a light-hearted adventure in the vein of Mr. and Mrs. Smith, while at others, it aims to be a serious drama underscored by family values. This tonal inconsistency makes the film feel slightly chaotic and, at points, overly predictable. Diaz and Foxx, however, are a duo that carries the film on their capable shoulders. Their chemistry is the movie's strongest asset. They deftly balance action and light comedy, creating a dynamic that works even when the script falters. Unfortunately, their on-screen children are less compelling, coming off as cardboard cutouts meant solely to highlight the generational divide. Glenn Close, playing the eccentric grandmother, injects a spark of energy, though even her talents can't fully compensate for the script's lack of depth. Visually, the film looks like a standard Netflix production. Vibrant colors, polished cinematography, and a sprinkle of special effects. The fight scenes are dynamic enough, though it's occasionally obvious that the lead stars didn't perform all their stunts. The standout airplane crash scene is flashy but utterly implausible, something that has become almost expected in films like this. The soundtrack is a typical selection of energetic tracks, more suited to filling pauses than building atmosphere. It doesn't detract, but doesn't add much either. It's just there. Back in Action is the kind of movie that's pleasant to watch but hard to remember. It has no grand ambitions beyond entertaining its audience, and in that regard, it's mostly successful. Yes, there are weak spots, a derivative plot, underdeveloped characters, and fluctuating tone. But if you're looking for something light and undemanding, this film is a decent pick. If you're craving mind-blowing emotions and surprises, you'll want to look elsewhere. But if your goal is to relax, chuckle at a few jokes, and enjoy the on-screen chemistry between Diaz and Foxx, Back in Action delivers. It's not a masterpiece, but sometimes that's exactly the kind of movie you need to unwind.